हरि ओम। श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभू कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दसाम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ओम। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण का जो पूर्वार्ध जिसमें 111वां सर्ग का विचार कर रहे थे, उसमें वशिष्ठ जी श्री राम जी को शिखिध्वज चूड़ाला की कहानी बोलने के बाद ठीक वैसे ही कच्छ की जो कहानी है बोलना शुरू किए हैं। दूसरी कहानी जिसमें महात्याग सर्वत्याग का पूर्ण विवरण और राम जी को समझा रहे हैं। सर्वत्याग किसको बोलते हैं और कैसा इसको किया जाता है। We are discussing योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण and first half 111th chapter, wherein after finishing the story of Shikhidhwaj and Chudala, which was example for all renunciation and self-realization. Similar story, another story on the boy Kach, the son of Brihaspati, the preceptor of the gods. The story of Kacha, the similar one, and how he was able to renounce everything, all renunciation, sarvatyaga, and how he attained the eternal abode of peace. The story Vasistha is narrating to Rama. Yesterday we saw Kacha the son. He asked his father Brihaspati, after 8 years of penance, when Brihaspati arrived before Kacha, Kacha asked, हे तात, मैंने जो सर्वत्याग किया है उसका आज यद्यपि 8वां वर्ष है तथापि निर्मल शांति में प्राप्त नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, क्यों? My revered father, since 8 years I have left everything, I have renounced everything, and practicing all serious penance, but yet I have not been able to achieve that peace. What is the cause? Why I am not able to get that peace for which I have renounced everything? महाराज वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा, है भद्र, अरण्य में उस तरह के दीन वचन कच बोल रहा ही था कि सभी का त्याग करो। यों कहकर बृहस्पति आकाश में अदृश्य हो गए। सभी का त्याग करो। वशिष्ठ जी said to Ram, my dear Ram, in the dense forest, these words Kacha was uttering, and then and there, Brihaspati telling, give up everything, renounce everything, telling this much, disappeared in the sky. All these gurus, they act similarly. They give a chance to the disciple to understand himself. Always the student should be given opportunity to find out the way himself. I used to tell you, once in Delhi, though I go to Delhi very often and stayed many times for long time in some places of Delhi, yet I could not recognize which road leads where. Nothing I understand. It is so clumsy and so confusing. So once I asked some driver, he was taking me somewhere. I asked him, my dear driver Sahib, how do you know all these roads? Wherever I say, you take me there. How can you understand all these clumsy and confusing network of roads? How do you remember all these? He gave me one answer, till now I don't forget it. Clue to the success. Clue to success. He said, Swamiji, this is so simple. You start walking, the road itself will tell you where it leads you. Leads you, You yourself you will know. But if you stand somewhere silent, don't start the journey, how can you understand where, what is happening where? How can you understand? You have to walk the way. Then only you will see the future ahead you, and then automatically you will come to see everything clearly. So the point is, you have to walk yourself, then the path is open to you. When a car driver drives the car, how much he sees ahead? Say 100 meters, and behind maximum 100 years if it is a straight road. So while driving, every moment he sees 100 meters ahead. So naturally you see your future, which is just coming to you, nearer to you. So why blubbering, sitting in one place, shouting where, what is, I don't understand anything, that has got no meaning. Walk the way, and then you will find where are you going. That is the clue to success, to achieve the goal. Similarly, all these gurus, great preceptors, they always give a chance to the students to think for themselves, and they find out the way, and they advance forward in the path they have found out. All the roads lead to Rome. All the paths they reach one point only. The aim is one only. Climb from any path from the foothill to reach the peak. Peak is one only. You will reach the peak one day or other, sooner or later. So don't worry, start the climbing. You will reach the peak one day or other. Whether direct, whether it is zigzag, whether it is troublesome, or it is easiest, that doesn't matter, but you are sure to reach the peak. That is what always the great preceptors adopt. They give the chance to the students to find out their own way and march on. That is the way. So Brihaspati just said, renounce everything, and then disappeared. Now, what is everything? He has to think over. भद्र, हे राम, अरण्य में इस तरह के दीन वचन कच बोल ही रहा था कि सभी का त्याग करो। यों कहकर बृहस्पति आकाश में अदृश्य हो गए। Telling this, give up all. Brihaspati, the father, disappeared in the sky. बृहस्पति के चले जाने के अनंतर कच ने अपने शरीर पर से बलकल आदि का भी परित्याग कर दिया, और यह चंद्र, बादल, तारे और सूर्य से रहित शरत काल के आकाश की जब सूर्योदय काल समीप रहता है, तब के आकाश की तरह दिगंबर हो गया। He thought, I have to give up everything. So he was, of course, he was an ascetic. So in the jungle, where from you will get all the types of Bombay fashion, dresses, ties and boots and suits. You will not get it in the jungle. So what will you do? You have to cover up your body by some skin of some plants. Have you seen some bhojpatta here? Bhojpatta, these outer layers of the bark of a tree which is found in higher altitudes beyond Gangotri, and some trees are available in Gangotri jungle. It is 10,000, beyond 10,000. At about 12,000 height, you will get very good barks, layer after layer, just like paper. I shall show you. I have to show. And they, in the olden days, they used to use it for writing, and for writing some scriptures and something. In olden days, they had not such papers and other things. That was just like paper, and you can write many things over it. And generally, people use it for some auspicious purpose, you see, to write some mantras or some yantras, some forms, and keep it in their shrines. And in that way, it helps. So, he used to, all the old ascetics, they used to use that for covering the body, and especially langot, lion cloth. They use it. And Kacha had such barks over the body, so he thought giving up everything means giving up this. So he threw everything up, and he thought, I have renounced everything now. Means he became nude and became Avadhut, Digambar. The sky is his cloth. So he left all the bodily coverings, threw up. बृहस्पति के चले जाने के अनंतर कच ने अपने शरीर पर से वल्कल आदि का. In plains also they use some other barks of some other plants. There are everywhere in jungle you will get some kind or other. और वह दिगंबर हो गया. शरद काल में आकाश तल की तरह उसने वर्षा काल में गुफा आदि का आश्रय कर मेघ वर्षण आदि का परित्याग कर दिया. He used to live nude in the wild caves, and he gave up snow and all these rains and everything. He used to live inside the cave. Sun and moon he left. I have left the sunshine and darkness and rains. He thought like this. So you have to sit inside the cave all the time. I am giving up everything. शरद आदि ऋतुओं में गुफा आदि का परिहार कर अनावृत दिशाओं में रहने लगा। उसका शरीर शांत और सन्न ही था रह गया तथा वह मांस मात्र ले रहा था। 3 वर्ष के बाद किसी एक जंगल में फिर अपने गुरु उसी पिताजी को खिन्नचित्त उसने प्राप्त किया। He spent a hard life without any food and other things, clothes and everything. He practiced so severe penance, giving up everything. And after 3 years, again his father, Brihaspati, appeared before him. Again. कच ने कहा, अच्छा, फिर खिन्न चित्त उसने प्राप्त किया पिताजी को। भक्ति से अपने अपने पिताजी का पूजन अभिवादन आदि किया। पिता ने भी अपने पुत्र का आलिंगन किया। अनंतर खेद के कारण गदगद वाणी से वह कच पूछने लगा। So the moment he saw his father before him, he worshipped him with flowers and water, etc. And the father embraced him, and slowly Kach started telling his story of miseries. I am not able to attain peace. What is the cause? कच ने कहा, तात चरण मैंने सबका त्याग कर दिया। He said to his father, I have renounced everything. कंधा दंड कमंडलु आदि का भी त्याग कर दिया। Kantha, I have left the clothes, I have left my water pot also, and the stick also, everything I have given up. तथापि अपने आत्मपद में मेरी स्थिति नहीं हुई। अब मैं क्या करूं? Yet I am not established in the self. What shall I do now? What to do anymore? Whatever you said, I did accordingly. I have left everything, and yet I am not able to get peace or establish in the self. बृहस्पति जी ने कहा, पुत्र चित्त ही सब कुछ है, अतः उसी का त्याग कर तुम अपने स्वरूप में विराजित हो जाओगे। सर्वज्ञ लोग चित्त त्याग को ही सर्वत्याग कहते हैं। He gave the clue, my dear child. All these great people, they take for granted everything, the root cause of everything in this world, your body, your mind, your world, your relationships, all these external names and forms, your transaction, everything, daily life, your lifestyle, your character, your thoughts, everything, the subconscious mind is the cause for everything, because that is the storehouse of all the seeds. Whatever comes out, the seeds are the cause for the plants and the trees and all these. Root cause is your subconscious mind, subtle mind. Without that, there is no world, there is no your identity, there is no your relationship. Nothing is there without that. That is the root cause. Give it up. Renounce that chitta also. That is what all the great people understand and take for granted. As long as you have not renounced the mind, you have not renounced anything, because it will create new relationships, new contacts. One phone is gone means your chips are destroyed. You can purchase another new phone and put new chips. So, the root cause should be found out and given up. Then only. Go on cutting some plants. If the root is alive, it will again crop up. Some branches will come up. See this sugar cane. You must have seen sugar cane field. It continues for 2-3 years. From the upper side you cut the stems and take for extracting juice and making jaggery or sugar, etc. But from the root itself it will again come out. So they don't root out everything. After 2-3 years, of course, it becomes old. So they take out and change the field also. In agriculture, different types of crops they grow. Some crops continue for 2-3 years. Similarly, this root, if root is there in the ground, it is not gone. Again and again it will come up.
That means, subconscious mind is the main thing.
Yes, chitta. Chitta. Here you see, in our lawn, every year, twice at least, I take out all the unnecessary weed grass, which is not necessary. And you see again it comes up. The seeds are there in the ground. You can root out the grass, but seeds, their roots, very small roots will be there in the ground and it will come up again. Many kind of grass is there. Some green fodder we have for the cows, just like sugar cane. It continues for 5, 6, 7 years. Go on cutting the upper leaves as green fodder, and the roots will be there. Again it will come up in 6 months. Go on cutting it. Similar is the case with our subconscious mind. It is the storehouse, it is the root for everything, storehouse of all seeds. As long as that is there, you have not given up your farming, because storehouse of seed is there. This year your crop is destroyed. Next season you can grow up some other crop because seeds are available. So, आप थोड़ा ये करो, वो है ये?
रूम में
अच्छा अभी इधर ले लो, एक मिनट, कुछ ना कुछ मुँह में डाल देना, चूसते रहना। खा वो गला थोड़ा सूख जाने से खरोंच आ जाता है। हाँ हाँ, मुँह में डालो कुछ, ये है, ये सबसे बढ़िया। So, Brihaspati explained to him, as long as you have not renounced your subconscious mind. So, if subconscious mind is everything, your body, your mind, your senses, they are rooted upon subconscious mind. Who is left behind to renounce subconscious mind? Who is the renunciate? Come on, think seriously. If that is the seed for everything, if the seed is to be given up, who will give up? Then you will understand who are you? Who are you? See, this cloth belongs to me. So I say in our relative day-to-day life, this is my shirt, isn't it? My shirt means I am not the shirt. So also, when you say my body, so you are not the body. You are user of the body. This one has to go on. Again and again to its root cause. The cause becomes an effect. Effect becomes a cause for another effect. This cycle goes on. It's a circle.
vicious circle.
Vicious circle, yes. So you have to find out the cause somewhere, the root cause, where from it started. And then you will get everything.
Swamiji, I have got a question.
Yes.
If you think that you are not the body, you
You-
are only the ultimate mind, short, ultimate reality,
Give up that.
then how
No,
do
no,
you
no,
identify
no.
yourself?
Wait. When you think you are not the body, who then?
All of us, if you are not the body, then how do we identify ourselves?
That is what I am telling. That is what I am trying to explain you. Have patience and go on thinking seriously. That is what I am giving you example. If this is my cloth, I am not the cloth. So who are you? In this case, who are you? I am the user of the cloth. I am different from the cloth, isn't it? Are your sweater. So are you the sweater?
No.
Who are you then? Who are you? Huh?
User.
You are the user. It belongs to you. This is my book. I am not the book. I am the possessor of the book. I am different from the book. This much clear? It is my room. You are not the room. My room means what do you mean?
My question is that, again,
Wait, your question is going to be answered. Have patience and try to understand. Have patience and every word you have to understand clearly. I am telling the same thing. Try to understand. Simple question will not do. The answer should be understood. And question should be understood. What is the question? Question is, who am I? Yes. So that is how you have to go step by step. This is my cloth means I am not the cloth. This is understood. So who are you? In gross scale, you can at least understand who are you. Come on, answer, who are you? I am the body which is using the cloth. Body is using. So who are you? Are you the body?
No, you are using the body.
First, go step by step, don't jump. Don't jump to the terrace. Go step by step. You are the body when you are using the cloth. Okay? And if you say it is my body, then who are you? You are a user of the body. So, who says it is my body? It is the mind says. Mind says it is my body. So, if you are using, it is mind who is telling it is my body, isn't it? Mind is telling it is my body. That is what explained in the Gita, step by step, so clearly. When we try to understand the meaning of the word self, self. Self means inner, central, essential, stop. That is called self. Self. Self means inner stop. So, it is a comparative word. So, it changes its meaning every now and then according to its use. When you say, I am the self of the group, that means you are the head of the group. You are the controller of the group. Understood? Self. Self means the controller, the inner, circular or the central stop, which holds the whole thing. Self. So similarly, when we use the self on ourselves, now self means the whole total body with everything within it. So body is considered as the self. Body holds everything, the senses, the mind, the prana and everything within it. Or from different angle of vision, 5 seeds, Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Anandamaya Kosh, etc. So, Vijnanamaya Kosh, etc. All these are 5 seeds. Mango means, what do you mean? Mango? The skin also. Banana, say banana. The skin also is banana. Inner pulp, below the skin there will be some fibers. That is also banana. The inner pulp also is banana. And the seeds are also banana. The plant also banana. What do you mean by banana? What do you mean by mango? The tree is mango, the leaves are mango, the bark also is mango, tree's bark, and the wood also is mango, the flowers also mango, the seeds also, the fruit also is mango. What are you eating? I am eating some mangoes. Are you saying, I am eating some skin and some juice and some seed within it? You say mango. What do you mean by mango? Do you mean the seed? Not alone. Everything is mango. So slowly we have to peel out, to see, to go to the root, what is really mango. Mango is a tree. Mango is the foliage, the leaves and branches and sub-branches and the buds. The flower also is mango. So when you go on giving up one after another, where do you reach? In the end you reach in the seed. Because of the seed, mango trees comes out and all the progress, all the growth and the everything is mango. And what do you enjoy? You enjoy the juice only, not all these. Neither the seed, nor the skin, nor the leaves, nor the flowers, nor the plant. Nothing you enjoy but the juice, that is called mango. That juice is important, that should be taken and enjoyed. Other things should be given up. What do you enjoy as mango? Only the juice. So the Vedas said, Raso Vaisaha, he is the pulp, he is the essence of everything. Mango, you have got essence. Everywhere you see, peppermint, that essence is called peppermint, isn't it? We get also the extract of tulsi, the osimum. We use it, the juice of tulsi leaves. Everywhere we have got the essence. So that essence is essential. Essence is essential. Others are to be given up. When you go to the fruit shop, do you say, oh shopkeeper, my dear brother, give some bananas without skin, without the color, without anything, give me banana. Do you say like that? Or you being banana without skin and without everything? We have to, relatively, we have to accept everything, but enjoy the essence. Understood now? Similarly, in the body and self. The body is, total body is the self. When you go on comparing and finding out the essential self, self of all selves, essence of everything, that is bliss. We enjoy anything only for happiness, for a moment, and if it is permanent, it is called bliss. Now coming to this self, body has so many members in it. It is a group. The body of the constitution, the body of the trust, the body of the society. Body means a group. So your body also is a group. You cannot find body in one spot somewhere as body. Can you say this is the body? Can you say this is the body? But you cannot get it out of the body. Body holds all these. All these parts belong to the body. Body is a group. The whole group, whole totality is taken as the body. There is no particular body in one spot which can be called body. Understood now? Circle means there is not one spot which you can say circle. All the dots, everything together with the center, that is used as center. Oh, circle. Everything is a group. Tree means it is a group. Tree is not found anywhere as some identity. Tree means the root, the trunk, the bark of it, the wood also, the branches, sub-branches, the buds, the leaves, the buds, the flowers, the fruits, everything is tree. So where can you find tree? If you want to understand tree, you have to go on analyzing one after another like this. This is the process of analysis. Understood now? I am means your foot also you are, your knee also, your thigh also, your stomach, your front, your behind, your head, everything you are. Then what are you? That is to be found out. So one after another you have to take for analysis, and if it is your goal, what you want to find out, who am I, then accept it or else throw it out. Just as you throw out the skin of fruits, you enjoy the juice. Do you eat the skin of the pomegranate or? Why? Why not? You have purchased it. You want only to enjoy the juice. That is your aim. That is called the fruit. Juice is fruit. Have you eaten drumsticks? Drumsticks. Sahajana.
Yes.
Do you swallow everything?
No.
Why not? You choose something and throw out something. Why do you throw out? Because that is not necessary. Though you have purchased it, you have cooked also everything, but you are not eating and not enjoying it. Why not? Because something is there to be thrown out. Is it not necessary, not useful? Similarly, you have to go on finding out who are you. So, this is also necessary for giving up everything, renounce all renunciation. Who is the renunciate? Who is going to renounce? That is to be understood. This is how it is not an easy yoke. You have to be very serious and you have to analyze bit by bit. That is called analysis process. In science class, if you have studied some science, physics or chemistry or biology, your botany, then how do you analyze a mixture? How do you analyze a stem, a slice? How do you see? What is the tree? how it is composed, constructed, how it is accumulated. It is an accumulation, a composition. When you take some medicines, you see the composition. Why? What will be the effect of every ingredient within it? That's why the doctors always look at the composition. Name may be the same, but composition may be different. Different companies, they use same medicine with different compositions. It will have different effect. In the same way, go on analyzing how it is composed. What are the ingredients? So how is the body? Then only you will understand who are you. You are not the medicine who is using the medicine, isn't it? Medicine is different from you. When you have taken inside the medicine, then where goes the medicine? What has happened to it?
Goes into the body.
It has been one with the body. It has been everything in the body. The enzyme also, the blood also, the nerve also, the flesh also, the bone also, it has gone to the every part of the body. And according to composition, it goes to a particular place in more ratio to do something particular in that area. Everywhere you should be always analytical. Then only you will understand from any example, anywhere we can do it. You should be introvert and analytical minded. Then only you can understand. Try to understand everything, not only one thing, not only body, everything. How do you make tea? How do you take tea? What for? What happens then? What is the consequence? Till the last, it becomes also urine. What not? In this way, you should be thorough in your understanding. Our understanding is haphazard. We understand everything superficially. We don't allow our mind, intellect to go into the depth of the meaning. Try to be analytical. So, coming to this body is a group, and in that group many identities are there, many members are there in the group, and that is when the whole body is self. If you go on analyzing, the senses are more inner to the gross body, the whole physical appearance. Senses are the subtler and more inner, more subtler and more dominating over the body. Senses. So that is called self when the body and the senses are compared. The self is the senses, not the body, physical body. Now, the senses are also incapable of doing anything. They are driven, they are controlled by something else. What is that? Without mind, gross mind, the senses cannot do anything. And senses you have to analyze. They are gross as well as subtle. Subtle are the unit of the senses. Say, distance. What do you mean by distance? Can you define what is distance? It is a gross meaning, having manifold meaning within it, and you cannot understand distance, particularly if at all you are not taking the time, space, conditions, and any particular spot, then you cannot define what is distance. It is a comparative term. Distance is the gap between 2 points. However, maximum we can define in this way. So that is distance. But we have to measure it. How do you measure the distance? Kilometer? It is just in between. Light year also is the distance.
Some standards.
There is different units. Between two stars, we measure the distance by light years. How the light travels per second, how much, and that is called speed of the light, and how much it travels in an hour, in a day, and in a month, in a year. That is called light year. Distance is called light year. In small scale, scaling, measuring. In a small scale, it is kilometer. Kilometer also in still smaller scale, meter. Meter also we can divide. We can measure the meter by a smaller unit, that is centimeter. Then that can be also divided millimeter. That also can be divided into decimals. Go on dividing it. The smaller unit is the last unit to measure the higher span. Similarly, everywhere there is a meter. Meter means measuring scale. Meter. The thermometer to measure the temperature, and lactometer. So many types of meters. Meters means measuring scale. And when it comes to the distance, that is different. In this way, there is always a measuring scale. The smallest unit is called matra. In Hindi, Sanskrit, we call it unit. Smallest unit to measure the bigger span. So senses are gross units, and the smaller units are different. Eyes are the senses of seeing the form, isn't it? Eyes are used for visualizing the form, but form is the smaller unit. There is form for even an atom. It is formed having some limitations, limiting lines. Unlimited when limited, that is called formation. Formation. Say in the hot milk, put some sourish something. Then it will be broken into small units. That is called formation. Formation, transformation of one object into some other object. That is called formation. The unlimited, when gets limited by some demarcating lines, that is called also universal formation. It is formed. That is how that is seen by the eyes. Eyes are not independent. They are dependent on the light which shows the form. Light shows the form. So by the light you get the knowledge of the form by the sense eyes. So form is the unit of this eyes sense. It sees the form, any form. That is called the unit. That is how the sound is the unit of the ear, and smell is the unit of the nose. We understand what is the smell. So smell is the unit, smallest unit. And similarly touch, the wind, touch. The skin is the sense to understand the touch, and touch is the unit, and the tongue, it is the unit of taste. The minute taste it can have, so taste is the unit. So 5 units: Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 units, when multiply or magnify or become grosser, then they are all these 5 senses of knowledge. So now senses are more subtler and more dominating, and they are the self when compared with the body. And similarly, the sense units are subtler than the senses, just as the millimeter is the subtler form of the meter. Similarly, and if you go ahead, then the mind is subtler than the senses, which controls the senses, directs the senses, and drives the senses. Director, controller, driver, and energizer, energizer. So mind is superior than the senses, subtler than the senses. So when you compare mind with the senses, mind is the self, not the senses, which was self once when we compared with the body. Self means inner, controlling, central, essential form. So when mind is compared with the intellect, intellect is subtler than the mind. Intellect is the decisive aspect of the mind. So that is subtler, and that is self, not the mind now, when you compare it. And subtler than the intellect is the subconscious mind. which has ego and everything within it. It is in the seed form. The potentiality is dormant, present in the seed. When the favorable conditions are available, it starts to grow and manifest. It is in an unmanifested form. In this way, the subtlemost is unknown to the gross individual bodies. They are subtlemost, Anuraniyan, that's why the Vedas declared it smaller than the smallest. Go on imagining. And I give you always the example. Don't forget the example. Don't forget it. This is the ideal example to understand everything. Here, what is the end? Subtler than the subtlemost. It can reach the subtlest dot. And what is the maximum expansion to it? Limitless. Greater than the greatest, smaller than the smallest. This is how the Vedas had declared the universe also, and the supreme truth also. Anuranyan mahato mahiyan. It is greater than the greatest, smaller than the smallest. So go on analyzing. There is no end to it. When you don't find any end, what is that called? Beyond the horizon. Beyond the horizon. It is unknown, unseen and unavailable. That is how the truth is. Because it is beyond the horizon. Greater than greatest. There is no particular measurement. It cannot be held by the mind or intellect or subconscious mind. Do you see the tree inside the seed? Do you see it? But can you deny? Similarly, the truth is unseen, unknown, but yet it cannot be denied. It is. It is proved by the experience only. You know there is a tree within the seed. In the past also, in the future also. So many trees were before this seed. And all the DNA, all the essence is there present in the seed. Present one seed. Innumerable trees are present now in the small seed of banyan seed. Such a small, minute seed. Or seed of some pig. How many seeds are there inside? Pig. Innumerable. And each seed has a tree within it. Similarly, the banyan fruits are the other minute fruits. It has very minute seeds, thousands. So now, coming to our analytical process, when you go on comparing in that way, you have to give up the senses. Now, up to this you can understand. I am the senses, not the body. I am the mind, not the senses. I am the holder of the senses. It is my hand. It is my eyes. So who are you? You are the mind. When you say my mind is not under control, it is running here and there, my mind is uh, restless now, then who are you? Who is seeing the mind? Who is using the mind? Don't you say my mind? Everybody says, my mind is not okay now. I am unable to understand now because my mind is somewhere else. So who are you? You have to think it seriously, and then seriously, attentively, without thinking anything other than this. That is called one-pointed attentive analysis. Then who are you who is holding the mind? You are the intellect. And when you say his intellect is very sharp, that means intellect is not he. He is very intellectual boy, isn't it? Intellect is a quality, adjective. His intellectual means this is the quality of the boy. Who is the boy then? In this way, slowly you have to drill it and go inner and inner and inner. This is called analysis. You cannot understand without sitting formally, without thinking anything else, without analyzing it and reaching to the last end. So in this way, when you analyze, your intellect, your subconscious mind becomes grosser than you, and they are your possessions. You are the possessing central I, which is called the self. This central point, one point, which holds innumerable, countless circles around one center. How many circles you can draw on one center? Innumerable. Go on drawing till the end of the time. So one center holds all these. That center is I. That is the self of all selves. That's how we call it prana jivan, life of lives. And hold cause of causes, causeless cause. In this way, we again and again, in many methods, we analyze. Every now and then I bring that method, the speed. To whom does the speed belong in a car? Does it the speed of the body of the car, or the driver of the car, or the wheels of the car, or the engine of the car, or the fuel of the car? To whom does the speed belong? When you say the car is running in 60 kilometers per hour, this is the speed. Whom does the speed belong to? Whose speed? Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. Every dot, every particle of the car is steadily fixed. Nothing is moving and you are telling this car is moving in 60 kilometers per hour. What do you mean by that? It is a comparative expression which has got no meaning. No meaning. It is only compared and then understanding. Relative meaning it has. It has some meaning relatively, comparatively.
No absolute meaning.
Absolute meaning is not there. It is just assumed, compared, and decided for the time being, for the situation being. That is how everything relatively understood. There is no final decision of anything. You are Keshav because you are not the Ram. That's why you are Keshav. Without comparing, you are not the Keshav. Isn't it? Why it is a vowel? Because this is not the vowel. It is compared in the fraction of second. Intellect does it. It is habituated to do it. Compares and decides then and there in the fraction, thousandth part of a second. It decides and then it assumes this is the vowel, this is book, because this is not this book. This is not the table, that's why it is a book. That's how you have to compare everything minutely and reach at the end. Then only the renunciate will be found out. That is called all renunciation. Mahatyag, Sarvatyag, renouncing everything one by one. That is also called negating doctrine. Neti, neti. Not this, not this, not this, not this. Go on rejecting. And finally, the rejecter will be rejected by itself. Yes. Now got something. You cannot understand everything at a time. Go on thinking endlessly till you get willing and see darkness everywhere, low blood pressure. You fall down. Till then you have to think.
Still I have some questions, but I will tell you this.
Yes. Then only you will understand what is darkness. Yes, then only you can understand a little, not everything. So this is how our Brihaspati, the father of Kacha, appeared after 3 years again before Kacha and explained, my dear, I told you before to renounce everything that you didn't understand. You just renounced your external skin covering. That is not all. Unless and until you renounce your subconscious mind, chitta, till then you don't understand what is renunciation, and you have not renounced anything, because that is the seed. That is the root of everything, root cause. As long as the seeds are there in the storehouse, you have not given up the farming. Again you will start the farming, because seeds are available there. So, how can I say I have given up farming? and keeping all the seeds in the farm, in this storehouse. You have to set fire there. Then only your farming will be stopped. As long as there are seeds, your farming will be continued. Till then you are a farmer. So, the father, Brihaspati, explained it to Kacha, his child, his son, and then Vasistha says, महाराज श्री वशिष्ठ जी ने कहा, हे श्री राम जी, पुत्र से ऐसा कहकर बृहस्पति शीघ्रता से आकाश में उड़ गए। अनंतर अंतःकरण से खेद निकालकर वह कच छोड़ने के लिए चित्त की खोज करने लगा। After 80 years of serious penance, Kacha, the son of the preceptor of all the gods, the teacher of all the gods, he could not understand. You will understand in a second in a class. It is not so difficult. It is not so difficult. Anybody can understand in a fraction of a second. But where is your mind which wants to understand? See it. It is traveling somewhere else. It is not in the question, not in the answer. It is somewhere else. Who is going to understand it? When it tries to understand, it will. So, after telling all these, the preceptor, Guru, Brihaspati, he disappeared in the sky again. Try to understand it. How to do, what to do. Who are you then? Huh? So, Vasistha ji said, O Ram, telling this to his boy, the Brihaspati disappeared, and this Kacha, he started analyzing his intellect, mind, and all these subconscious mind. What is to renounce? How to renounce? खोज करने पर भी जब उसे चित्त की प्राप्ति नहीं हुई, तब वह सोचने लगा और बुद्धि से ही अपने पिताजी के समीप गया, यानी पिताजी का स्मरण किया. He went on analyzing, yet he could not understand how to analyze, what to do. What is the difference between the intellect and mind? And what is the difference between the subconscious mind and the intellect? Or where is standing this ego, I? What it is, where it is, how it is, what this I is. All these complications, it is not simple some question to solve in a minute. People take for lives. The one-pointed, attentive mentality is required. When you think over this, you should forget the whole world. Some forget even food and water. They forget themselves. Have you heard the story of Madhusudan Saraswati, the authority who has given his commentary over Gita, he was doing penance to see Lord Krishna and get the permission from him to write commentary over Gita. He is the authority, so I should take permission. Lord Krishna appeared before him. What do you want, my dear child? Madhusudan said, Oh Lord, I am really fortunate. I want your intellect to write a commentary over your Gita, so that it will be real commentary. What did you say to Arjuna at that time? Lord Krishna said, My dear child, don't ask such boon. It is useless for you. How can a small glowworm know what is the effulgence of sun, midday summer sun? How much its brightness? How can a small glowworm understand? Similarly, you cannot. It is useless for you. My intellect is useless for worldly people. It is cosmic intelligence. So he didn't listen to Lord's advice. No, I want that only. So Lord said, okay, till you write commentary over the Gita, till then it will be with you. Go on. He wrote commentary over it, and after that, when he goes through it, when the intellect, cosmic intellect is gone, he starts understanding it by his own individual human intellect. He understands nothing. Nothing. Still difficult than the original Gita. Because essence of Gita, how difficult it will be. Again he meditated on Krishna. He came, he gave blessing. Come on, you will be successful. Use your own intellect. And that is what he did. And in between he was so much engrossed. His own wife, he became a sannyasi afterwards. His own wife comes and stands before him with food. He is asking, who are you? Where from you have come? What is the purpose of coming here? Where from you have come? He couldn't recognize his own wife. Such will be the mind at that time, completely unaware of the world. That sort of mind is required to understand this and analyze and get the essence. Do you understand what is she? Who is she?
What she sees?
Who is she?
How is she? Still I understand.
Till I understand. So that intellect will not do here. You have to forget. Isn't it, Mataji? You have to disappear. Then only you will understand and he will understand. No relativity, no relation, no comparison, nothing. When you go beyond relativity, then only it is understood. When you reach the peak, you will see all round the foothill how many roads come to you, you enjoy then. At a glance you can see hundreds kilometers away. And if at all you are in the path or in the foothills, you see only few meters around you, you cannot see 100 kilometers. Your vision, angle of vision is so small, nothing is visible to you. When you reach the peak, all round vision, at a glance, at present, everything you see, which is future and past for the man walking in the foothills. He has past, he has future, which is unknown to him, that you know at present, at that height of the vision. Similarly, one will understand this when you slowly go from deeper to the deepest to the still deeper and merge in absolute. Then only we can understand something little. Try to do it, and then who are you? This is how one does self-analysis and self-introspection. Self-analysis. We have analyzed others' body. The doctors, they take the dead body and dissect and display everything. This is this nerve, that is that nerve, it does this work, that is heart, that is kidney, that is prostate, that is this. But that is dead body, my dear. It is not working. You should see it in the working order, and then you know how does it work. Okay. So now tomorrow we shall see further. Vasistha said, O Ram, telling like this, Brihaspati very soon disappeared before him, and Kach, as a student, went on thinking seriously. And बुद्धि से ही अपने पिताजी के समीप गया, यानी पिताजी का स्मरण किया. And again he thought of his father, and he went to his father mentally and heard the question how to analyze. That means if you put your question to your own mind, you will get the answer. This is technically you have to understand. Going mentally to his father and asking and getting the answer means he is asking himself, being introvert. Mentally, the question is by the mind, and to the mind, from the mind, of the mind, in the mind. And the answer will be received by the mind. And how one gets the answer? What happens at that time? You have to understand, when the mind loses its identity and becomes one with the question, then question becomes the answer. Just as amoeba, the monocellular creature, one cell, the germs, microscopic monocellular beings. When they catch their prey, they surround it all around. That is their nature, to be spread out and capture the prey, and it surrounds all around and becomes overlapping, and it becomes one with it and digests it. And then propagation, it starts dividing itself automatically and it becomes two. This is how the growth goes on so speedily. One becomes two, two becomes four, four. This is called chain reaction, geometrical ratio. 4 becomes 16, 16 becomes how much? 256. In this way it multiplies. Chain reaction. That's how bombs are created, atom bombs, hydrogen bombs, nuclear bombs. If one atom blasts, in a second, so many atoms will be blasted and it will create havoc. This is how there was a blast in the beginning of the creation, and this is the outcome of it. One atom, when it blasted, then this creation comes out. This is the theory of many a great seers. Even the modern scientists, they come nearer to it. Big Bang theory. And our old engineers and doctors and researchers, they have found it long ago, how the blast took place. One atom only that blasted, and the whole creation, not only one creation, innumerable creations, universes came out of it. Sound and the forms. The energy started working, and the play of energy is this nature. So you have to analyze in this way, and that also, that Kacha also did the same thing. Mentally he went on analyzing. Tomorrow we shall see further how he reaches his father mentally and how he gets the answer, and then what did he do? We shall see tomorrow. Hari Om. Hari Om. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Sabda Brahma ki jai. Saraswati Maharani ki jai. Jo Shri Bhagavan ki jai. Hare